Today on Tanaka Homestead, I'm going to be planting a June plum tree. I got a June plum tree, but it's a dwarf variety. It's only going to get 6 to 8 feet tall and have a spread of about 4 to 6 feet, depending really on how I prune. This particular tree is fast growing, it's self-fertile. I mean, so fast that within the first year, it will definitely bear fruit. It should. And it's pretty easy to grow. Not super cold tolerant, so you have to be mindful of that. Some people plant them in pots, other people plant them in the ground, but if you live in an area that gets cold or has frost, you really have to be careful because it could affect the root system and you definitely don't want that. The fruit themselves, they grow in clusters. They start off green when they're unripe and they turn yellow when they're ripe. You can eat both. You can eat the unripe or the ripened version of the fruit. It tastes, it's a mix between a pineapple and a mango. It has a pit in the center. It's kind of like a spiky pit, so you don't want to ingest that. But watering, so let's talk about that. You want to water the plants and make sure it has consistent water, but you want to let the soil dry out if you can between water times. So you don't want to just keep it super saturated because once again, you worry about root rot and disease and stuff like that. So I'm super excited. I want to get this girl in the ground. Let's do it. Here she is. Look at all the fruit. Not too big of a tree, but look at these. Look. So if I wanted, I could eat these right now, but I'm not going to do that. I want to go ahead and get this planted in the ground. But look, here's some young fruit that are starting to grow. And then these two clusters here look like they're fully grown. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dig my hole. Now that I dug my hole, I'm going to add some black cow to the bottom of it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my tree. A 10-10-10 fertilizer would be good for this tree. Something slow release would be nice, maybe a couple of times a year. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get it in the ground, give it a few weeks, 4 weeks or so to become established. And then I will add a slow release fertilizer. But for now, I'm just gonna use black cow. I'm hoping the hole I dug is big enough. I think it will be. But I'd like to come in and kind of, and then try to loosen up these roots a little bit. That's what I try to do. There we go. Perfect. Get all the weeds. Now I have pretty good dirt, so I'm gonna add a lot of this back. Now that I have the plant in the ground, I'm going to go ahead and water it. You want to make sure the soil is well drained, well draining soil, which mine is. I have really good soil on my property, but as you saw, I did add the black cow. So I always like to give whatever tree or whatever I plant a good dousing of water once I get it set in the ground. Nice little water. Come on. So while that's draining, look at these. They beautiful. And like I said, you can eat these right now if you wanted to. Or you could wait until they ripen, and that's when they'll turn a yellow golden kind of color. So there she is. She's looking good. I am very eager to start eating these fruit, and I want to give it time to, root in the ground and get established. But what's nice about where we live is that there's a pretty strong possibility that this tree will fruit year round, which is really nice because a lot of the other fruit trees that we have will only produce fruit seasonally. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much for watching our channel. If you haven't already, please click that subscribe button, and happy June plum planting. Bye.